This is also, since we did one America News Network or whatever the hell that is, let's do Newsmax. Greg Kelly. These guys are both just sort of like, I don't know, just like feels like Christian performance artists, right? Is that
Kelly seems like a performance artist?
Totally.
Yeah.
He's like, he's the type of guy who you feel like, you know, in 25 years is going to be like, I did the same thing that dude from Dianetics did, or trading places. Just made a bet with somebody and look at what happened. Here he is responding to upticks in petty crime, I guess. Do we have data that shows nationally there's an uptick in petty crime, or is it there are some areas?
There's some high-profile videos of some burglaries and stuff,
Right.
but mainly the uptick has been murders and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know about petty crime, but
here he is on Newsmax, and well, I can't do it justice.
Oh, look at the
They're
Chiron.
also going after just ordinary stuff, not just high-end watches and things like that. At the drugstore, they're stealing nail polish and toothpaste and getting away with it. It's essentially not a crime in major parts of the country if it's below $1,000. If nobody gets hurt, hurt, take it. Why not? So last night I went to the drugstore. Late at night, I kind of wanted some candy. I had not seen this before in New York City. Look at this. I know the Gillette razors are under lock and key. They're ridiculously expensive and very easy to steal. But did you know that Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, licorice, Jolly Ranchers, gummy lifesavers are under lock and key? I don't blame the stores. They're being ripped off left and right. I blame the media. I blame Joe Biden. I blame all the dishonesty that has been promulgated about cops. This is one of the results.
He is,
If you look at the shoplifting figures, okay, I can tell you 30 years ago, 40 years ago, when I was working at the 5 and 10 downtown Worcester, my job was to follow kids who come into the store.
Ooh,
candy.
snitch.
Yeah.
You could have used those glass cases
that
that they have in the Duane Reade by Greg Kelly's probably incredibly expensive apartment in New York City.
But he's blaming Biden and for the uptick in shoplifting of candy.
The uptick in lifesavers under lock and key. I think.
How is he able to take the package out and then just open it frantically and shove all the lightsabers into his mouth when he has to ask the attendant, can you get the key? Can you open it up?
I need my chocolate fix. Actually, I would like to do that in this office, but go ahead.
Don't bring that up.
He gives it away when he says they're not just stealing high-end stuff. They're stealing stuff like nail polish and toothpaste. It's because, like, yes, society isn't providing those sorts of things. And they're like, why is there a black market for things like detergent and toothpaste in this country? It's because people are really, really, really struggling to meet their needs.
They turn around, sell it to the dollar store.
Exactly. And like that's the thing is like if you know anybody who's working retail now, you'll know that like one of their main jobs is to like tell people no when they get up to the register, and it turns out that they can't actually afford diapers and things like that. It's really actually depressing. So that's the real problem. And there's another story. I put this in the sound polls, Bradley, but there's these cops that there was a robbery going on at a Macy's in I think L.A.
Take it all.
And these two cops decided to not. They just had. They've been fired now, but they played Pokemon Go instead of of
good move.
Go up to Macy's.
There was a Snorlax down the street, Matt.
So I'm sorry if I'm doing what Newsmax doesn't want me to in criticizing cops, but they are fully funded to be able to address anything like this. And like I said, like the actual rise in this sort of crime, I think, is really overstated by these retailers.
And also stealing toothpaste, fine. I mean, not really, but it's not an actual crime.
It's a symptom.
This, you see these kinds of news stories in a time of like massive income inequality, of corporations not paying their taxes. Let's focusing on the actual issue every single day. Jeff Bezos is however many billions of dollars richer and doesn't pay fuck all in taxes. So riddle me that, my friend, who looks like a marionette doll that has like come to life from some vintage 50s like dog and pony show. What is going on? So
Like howdy, it's like a fake representation of the Howdy Doody show, like a segment in there. So, oh, is he the son of Ray Kelly?
Oh wow.
oh, brilliant.
He does look like one of
You
those-
mean police commissioner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Former police commissioner?
Yes. That now.
I got arrested under Ray Kelly multiple times. Hell yeah.
Did you for what?
The RNC 2004 protesting when Bush came to town. Remember that?
Yeah, I
Good
do. remember
times.
that. Shoot, I was gonna do. I thought I tried to hit the news thing and see if we could get some actual like scandal, but that's.
But so he's a
That's
real
legit.
fascist. He's that's just.
Oh, he believes it.
It's just it's very convincing cosplay, I guess. Or the opposite.
We should also note that, like, I would be surprised not to see a rise in shoplifting at this point, because particularly right now, because you've got a lot of places going out of business or shutting down, getting rid of their employees because of Omicron, because of all the lockdowns that don't exist. And by lockdown, I mean people deciding they didn't want to catch COVID. And so they don't go into businesses. And people have we don't have extended unemployment anymore. We have ended the payments for the child credit. If you work in any type of like gig work and your money is down, then there is no unemployment for you. You lose your job, no unemployment there. People are hurting right now is like I think probably we're entering into the most desperate period during COVID in terms of money. I think that we've seen because
Rent prices also skyrocketing.
Yep. Right now, I think is going to be the ugliest time because there's no help coming, and we're basically moving into an era of austerity again, sort of unspoken austerity.
We're going to see more and more news stories about petty crime. That is what happens. I lived in South America for many years, and that's what happens when you have a vastly unequal society. And I would say that America is starting to look like the rest of the Americas that we've helped sort of destitute economically. But what happens is you focus on someone stealing a pack of gum, someone getting robbed from a motorcycle, on a motorcycle or whatever it is, and that's all your focus. You pay no attention to families in the street literally begging for food. Let's just focus on this one robbery. And it happens. And in these vastly unequal societies, yeah, there's a certain amount of violence and a certain amount of theft and robbery. And actually, the brilliance of capitalism is there's actually not even the amount that you would expect for the amount of inequality. We should be expecting far more shoplifting. We should expect far more, petty theft because of where people have been left. And any stimulus check coming? I don't think so.
I mean,
What
and
about
people that
paid
need
federal
stimulus
leave?
check-
No.
Yeah, just to cut in on the stimulus check point, like the people that need stimulus checks, one of the first things that I overheard people talking about the pandemic relief was, I'm not in that system, right? I'm not going to get a check in either direct deposited or they don't have my address. So there's nothing for me now. What do those people do?
Yep.
Yeah.